Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we are here for Bakemonogatari episode 12. Last episode, we started the Tsubasa cat arc, and it's an interesting beginning. We got a very brief summary of what happened during Golden Week. Miss Hanekawa was dealing with extreme levels of stress, and after she buried that cat, she was enchanted by this cat creature god thing that infects her body and turns her into a cat at night, where she drains energy from people until all the stress is gone. So, alas, we dealt with that at the time during Golden Week, but to me it felt like a very temporary solution in the way they just had Shinobu drain all of her energy, and that was that. She's getting headaches now, which was apparently very similar to what was happening then, so something tells me that shit's about to come back. And also, we got a lot of details about her past, her family situation, which actually, if you go all the way back to episode 4 during the Hachikuji Mayoi arc, some crazy foreshadowing. She mentions in that episode, Hanekawa does, when she's talking to Mayoi and Araragi about how if you were to hit a child, there should be a good reason for doing so. And in last episode, she very clearly showed that is her ideology, given the fact that her father hit her, and in her own brain she's trying to justify why he would do that to her and things like that. You know, she has a clearly very complicated family life. It's very nuanced for her, and obviously, you know, as an outsider perspective, you can look at it and go, well, that's wrong, he's hitting you and all the above. But when you're actually in the heat of the situation, sometimes people have different feelings and cope with the trauma they're dealing with and things like that differently. And Hanekawa seems to be in her own head attempting to justify her father's actions, treating it like it's nothing's going on. He just hit me once, and there's a good reason for it. All the above, you know, that kind of thing. And we also learned that her parents tried to put her up for adoption and literally don't care about her at all, and just treat her as if she is the biggest burden to them, because they're not technically her parents. They are like her. They're not even blood related by an ounce. Effectively, it was like it's her stepfather and his new wife, I believe, is her parents, because her actual blood parents are out of the picture. So we already got hints of her having family troubles all the way back during the Hachikuji arc, and we've had other bits and pieces of kind of indicating as such throughout, but now we're really getting to the meat and potatoes of it. But yeah, that's a good recap of last episode and what occurred last episode. We had a bit with Nadeko in the beginning, where when she saw Hanekawa, she ran away, which was very interesting, at full speed. I'm curious if she just ran away because Araragi was holding her bloomers and swimsuit in his hand, and she was embarrassed to have some girl walk in on him doing that. I don't fucking know. So we're gonna hop into this. I just realized my light is not... should be fine. I usually have my light on a setting, but it's been broken and it's just doing what it wants. So we'll just leave that there, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this. I'm excited to continue this arc. We've got 4 more episodes. The fact that this arc is 5 is by far the longest arc. The only one close was the Kambaru and Mayoi ones, which were 3 episodes each respectively. So let's hop into this. I'm excited to see, maybe we'll get more details about Golden Week, but honestly, they gave the whole summary, so I'm not sure what other details they could add, because it seems pretty straightforward as to what they did, where it was also pretty telling that the first people the cat went after was her parents, because obviously they're the ones causing her the most stress. So we're gonna see where this goes in this episode. Let's hop into it. Per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. Jesus Christ. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions. There is an alarm going off on my phone. You get exclusives and uncuts to all my reactions, so feel free to check out either of those of your own will. Now, that further us up straight into Bakemonogatari episode 12. Oh, jeez, is it Senjo Gahara? I heart Hitagi. Aw, is this what he was talking about, Hanekawa? He made her a bento and he put like a I heart Hitagi. Aw, wait, Araragi, that's so good. That's actually so adorable. Because he had mentioned something that he wanted to do for her, and you know, Hanekawa might have gotten the wrong idea because he was holding bloomers and a swimsuit. But this is really cute. Taste test. She changed her hair? We're going on a date? Okay. Damn, yeah, she looks way different with the hair up and the hair. Interesting. But also, maybe it's not for her. It was just, I guess, for himself. I thought maybe he made it for her, but it's Araragi who's about to eat it. God damn it. Had me all excited thinking that's what you were gonna do for her that you mentioned in the previous episode. I mean, you're dating, Araragi. I heart. Oh, and hers says, I heart Koyomi. Yeah, Araragi, you are dating. Dating people do cute. Yeah, you see it in fiction, but it happens in real life too. People do cute shit like this when they're dating. In fact, I'm straight up terrified. Oh god, because it's Senjo Gahara of all people. Does he think there's something behind why she's doing this? You missed my face. You missed my mouth. Yeah, you missed his mouth. Oh, that's crazy. What is happening right now? And you threw it away? What just happened? Senjo Gahara, we haven't seen you for I think it's been 3 episodes now we haven't seen her, but you're still as goofy as ever. But also Hanekawa mentioned that there's rumors going around that she's changing and things like that, which could just be people jealous of the fact that she's dating Araragi, because there was the whole conversation about Araragi like corrupting her or something. But you know, the different hairstyle and everything, she could really be changing, you know, coming out like beginning to process and deal with her trauma is maybe allowing her to grow past it and begin maybe making friends again or things like that, because we know she was close with Kambaru, and then she very staunchly cut her off whenever the weight issue started happening and things like that. Can I ask you to go on a date with me? Araragi's just chowing down over there. She was like thinking about how to. Oh god, I just started the fucking episode again. What does it say? A couple hours ago during lunch break. Oh, okay. I missed this frame here. There wasn't text on this frame when I started the episode. So this is before he met with Hanekawa last episode. We've taken a step back, and maybe what he was talking to Hanekawa about was the fact that he's going on a date with Senjo Gahara. Okay, I'm actually glad I restarted the episode, because that text was not there when I first started this episode. That helps a lot contextualize maybe what went on and he was talking about last episode. Well, she immediately dropped. After he admitted he wants to go on a date with her, she immediately dropped the whole like, "Please go on a date with me." Yeah, she was working through all the options in her head, and she ended up settling on "Go on a date with me." You have any complaints? Excuse me, any questions? Yeah, what a pick. Oh man, it's hyped up as hell. June 13th, first date. I'm surprised you guys haven't gone on a date already, to be honest, but both of these two, or so I thought. Oh god. I mean, both these two are some weirdos, so it makes sense that broaching the topic of a date might have been a little difficult or, you know, late. Well, now hang on. Now we've gone back to opening 1. That's interesting. Oh, it said Tsubasa Cat there. I saw that. Bakemonogatari Tsubasa Cat. What? Why are we back to this opening? So is Senjo Gahara going to be deeply involved in this? Because she was obviously, I forgot what I was going to say. But this is her opening, the fucking stapler opening. I was thrown off. That threw me off, yeah. Bakemonogatari Tsubasa Cat stable. I am on the right episode, right? I just gotta go be sure. Yeah, I am. This is episode 12. Oh, I love that line. This feeling doesn't have the kind of weight that can be measured. Obviously, her whole arc dealing with weight. Yeah, Mon Story Tsubasa Cat. At the very least, I could What the fuck? I guess I wasn't tapped in. At the very least, I could say I was now sure of one thing. Senjogahara Hitagi. She was quite smart and extraordinarily calculating, but she had zero combat ability when it came to romance. Absolutely zero. She was so blunt about, no, there's no like typical tropey, like, you know, because when she put the thing on the cheek, the typical trope would be like, you know, they like bite it off your face or something like that, but she didn't do that. And when she was going to feed him, she missed his face, so that's another one. She hit his cheek instead of making it in his mouth. And then when she was going to ask him out, she could not figure out how to do it and just said, "Go on a date with me." Oh, it's funny. I didn't even clock it, but I was weirded out by that scene at the beginning, but now I clock it. The entire point was that this girl has no idea how to hit any romance tropes, even slightly. It was obvious enough on Mother's Day during the events that led to us going out, but this woman was, how to put it, foolhardy, like an RPG hero who charges into a cave without a torch. Yeah, the way she confessed and everything, and Adanagi's, her trying to get his response, and yeah. Did she think that showing me all her cards and leaving the decision in my hands, that diplomatic brinkmanship of a methodology was a good approach to take to something as subtle as romance? I doubt she's even heard of the concept of mood. That strategy is bound to put off 99 out of 100 people. It's scary, plain and simple. Even a total newcomer to love can understand that. Well, if she based her strategy on the fact that I was the one remaining person out of the 100, then I'll tip my hat to her. This is bad. I'm infatuated. She based her entire love strategy off of that one person. She's so adorable that it's not even funny. I actually felt like riding the momentum and embracing Senjogahara. Aw, whoa, I almost said a completely different character who also has a somewhat difficult name to pronounce from a different romance series that starts with an O. Aranagi is what I was trying to say, so in love. But I didn't want to lose her over something like that. Aw, he's so nervous to like, if he was to embrace her, if she'd get weirded out and be like, whoa, back the fuck up and then like break up with him or something. I doubt she would, but, or maybe she'd staple your mouth and turn, but still date you or something like that. That sounds like something Senjogahara would do. I don't have any cards to show in the first place, but this kind of relationship seemed okay to me for now. One where you two have no idea what you're doing in love. Her just, like, I almost said it again. What is wrong with me? I haven't watched Origairu in, like, well over a year and a half. Aranagi is just completely new to romance in the way that, you know, he thinks of all these tropes and everything, but he has no idea how to actually, like, you know, advance or anything like that. And Senjogahara is just a complete weirdo when it comes to it and is doing every feasible trope completely wrong. So is this going to be an episode based around these two? Interesting. Not that I didn't want to take the next step, but treasure lie down. Whoa, why was that one flashing? Lying together, gazing at the stars in the sky, being that sort of couple is just fine. Interesting. It's very interesting. Oh god, he's gonna be late for his date. Yeah, I see that face. Yeah, the just completely real arm. Jesus. But yeah, so the date was today, obviously, you know. So yeah, that did happen before he talked to them. So I got my timelines correct. I'm glad I went back to the beginning of the episode because that corrected the line of thinking. You're earlier than I expected. Where are we going? She all dressed up, looking adorable. Or who's driving the car? It's just I love the coloring of this scene. What is now? How do you spell predicament? Yeah. Who is that driving the car? Is that her dad? Because we know she lives with her dad. Or does she just have some guy driving? My girlfriend's father is chaperoning our first date. Yeah, I don't know if that's her father, but it's torture. Yeah, usually you don't meet the parents until you're like much closer. You don't meet the parents after a first date. Usually, obviously there's exceptions. That's a crazy sentence, because that could be taken in so many ways. Right out of the gate. I saw that text. Not nervous because this is my first date. Itagi's line says chat. Oh my god. He's looking at the who he thinks is her father. We don't know if that's actually the case or not, but he's fucking terrified. I love how they do the coloring in this show, because her hair looks black here. In other scenes, it's looked blue before. In other scenes, it looks purple. Like, depending on the lighting, the hair color pretty drastically changes. It's interesting. It's an interesting stylistic approach. And to be fair, like, in the dark, when it's pretty dark, yeah, your hair, if you have purple hair, it's gonna just look black. Aw, once again, no tact or typical way of navigating a romance. Senogahara's just gonna brute force it in the only way she knows how, just being herself. But you love that, Araragi. It's nothing. He's so terrified of the man in the front. Yeah, he tried to open the door, get out on the highway. Pass it through normally. No, he's terrified of the man in the front seat, but obviously he can't outwardly admit that when the man in the front seat is in the front seat. Oh, damn! Surprise everyone with the comebacks at least. Okay, please make the topic of conversation the person driving the car. What did that say on the road? Cool as a cucumber. Talking about Senjogahara here, just immediately being like, I'll start a conversation then since you're having a tough time. What about me do you love? I definitely know what I don't love! He literally feels like he's being tortured here, because it seems like she's interrogating him in front of her father, which once again, I think it's a misdirect. I don't think that's her father. Or maybe her father is just like her. Who knows? Maybe her father is just like her and is also a weirdo. I am dreaming. No, it's I and team. I'm wishing there was no me. Yeah, the phrase is I and team. I get what you're trying to say. It's not the term of phrase though. Both were in Nightmare, of course. Yeah, I and me. When you say that, oh wow, so that is her father. Oh god, that is her father in the front seat. Well, hold on, let me not get ahead of myself. Senjogahara has a weird way of speaking sometimes. You're gonna have to call her Hitagi for this date. Oh god, it is her father! I so thought that was a red herring. Oh god, it literally is her father. I bet you she gets her quirkiness from her father. The calling her by her first name event, and of course it's happening in the most bizarre way ever. I love it. I can already just see nothing is going to go any way according to any sense of normalcy when it comes to this relationship, and I love it. It is perfect for both of them. The calling her by her first name event is this skewed. It's crazy. He had to call it to make sure it didn't sound like he was calling on her father, who was driving the car to the location of their first date. Aw, not that I care, you liar. You want her to say your first name. The way his voice got quieter, he's like trying to whisper to her. There's a famous mystery author by the name of Kuroyo Riko. He was a wicked bad child. Okay. It's none other than you. I'm dying. This episode is so funny. The little like sparkles in her eyes shaking. What if this whole time, what if we get out of this car and this whole time she was fucking with him and this isn't her father? That would be so good if that was the case, but I doubt it. Knowing how Senjogahara is, I doubt it. Oh, Jesus! Araragi, you are a dead man if that is actually your father. Yeah. Mean bone. Not a mean bone in her body. Oh, for sure. For sure. Makes me want to keep. Jesus! Yeah, not to be born in her, but it makes me feel more down than anything you've said yet. You're so kind, that you're so cute, and that you're like a prince who dashes to my rescue and holy shit, she had those locked and loaded, ready to go. Oh my god. That's so adorable though. Oh, this is so sweet. And you know, she's mentioned before another thing that she really likes about him is that he is a man of character. She talks about that in episode 4, if I'm not, yeah, 4, no, might have been 3. I think it was 3, but she mentions that he's a very strong man of character in the way that he is very altruistic and wants to save people and would never try to take advantage of a person. He's a man of good character is another thing that she loves, and she loves his altruistic nature. She loves, that's a part of what made her fall in love with him, is that he wants to save anyone and everyone. Why'd you say I'm sorry? Why'd you apologize? That was such a sweet thing she just said. Or is he apologizing maybe because she had all this ready to go and he didn't say anything when she asked it? He just said he knows what he doesn't like. Yeah. Senjo Gahara has got to be one of the most unique characters I've literally ever seen ever. Like you have Nadeko, you have Hachikuji, you have Hanakawa, you have Kambaru. Kambaru's pretty unique, but all of them can fall into certain, you know, like more categories of characters. Senjo Gahara is in a complete league of her own. And obviously, you know, the characters start off as maybe you could classify them into some kind of trope somewhere, but they're all very deep and complex characters, which is really good to see. Senjo Gahara is just on another level, though. She's like, I don't even know how to describe it. She's like the tsundere on steroids. Not even steroids. She's on every drug you can imagine. What did you do on the last test? You are saying that right in front of your father. I'm still holding out the possibility that she's just fucking with him. But also, yeah, Araragi has made it. He told Hanakawa that he's planning to try to go to the same university as Senjo Gahara, so he's been studying really hard on his own. So I'm very curious if he'll actually tell her what he got or not, because he wanted it to be a surprise. Yeah. We have not seen that man's face once. Always do well. Now the way she won't say his name, but she is using this back and forth of every time he calls her Senjo Gahara. She's trying to condition him to always. It feels like she's trying to condition him to always call her Hitagi, because every time he calls her Senjo Gahara, she leans into her dad. Dad, Araragi's got something to say to you. He's saying Senjo Gahara, but that's not my name, is it? Every time she's literally trying to force and condition him into just calling her Hitagi, call her by her first name. What a oh my god, it is the whole like first name event, but it is, like I said, the most roundabout and just unique way you will probably ever see of her getting him to call her by her first name. No, the answer's right after the test. That would have worked well as a punchline. Jesus, this girl is ruthless. And you turn to me for the laughs. So you could tease him. Araragi Koyomi's line, unruly. Whoa! That's crazy. Aim even higher. Yeah, okay. She clearly wants to tutor him and spend more time with him. Araragi was gonna be like, no, you don't have to do that for me, you know, being the way that he is. He was gonna be like, no, you don't have to do that for me, but then he paused, saw the look in her eyes, and was like, no, she wants to be with me. Yes, I couldn't ask for anything better. Aww. Jesus Christ, that hand is scarily close. Oh my god. That hand is scarily close. Listen, Araragi, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. No, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep what I was about to say to myself. Every day is crazy. Yes. Designed for you. That is your father in the front seat. That's crazy to be running your hand up your man's leg like that in front of him. Okay. I mean, yeah, there is innately smart people, yes, but those smart people still do have to study. Maybe not as much, but then again, you know, there's people who are geniuses who like get off with never studying ever, but those are like such rare cases. Hey, you heard Araragi's sigh there. Oh, she stopped when you mentioned Hanekawa. It's on a completely different level. Interesting is the real thing. Interesting way that Senjogahara put that. She's the real thing, but we know she's putting up a front, a persona. This good school girl persona is a front that she's putting up. That was what they mentioned, was the cat was like a split personality type thing where the cat is taking out all that stress and that other side of her that she keeps tucked away and letting it out. Damn! I wonder what that's like, though. Yep, we were literally just talking about how much stress she's under. It might actually not just be from her. Well, that is indirectly from her parents. The reason she's trying to be such a good student and be such a model student is because of her parents. She doesn't want to be. She wants to be as little of a burden as possible to them when they already look at her as such. I can't honestly say that I'm jealous. Yeah, I can't either. Or stress, perhaps. Yeah, because I mean, it is interesting, you know, the whole cat thing. They mentioned like the headaches are like, you know, a sign that the cat might be coming back, but it's also, you know, people get stress headaches all the time. You get really you're under really intense stress, headaches happen. It absolutely happens. You imagine those. Damn! This girl is ruthless. Holy shit. Since you're crawling at rock bottom and can't even imagine those really smart people. Jesus! Holy shit! The grindstone and grind out the results. Okay. What is this OST that just kicked in? The claps. Yes, Kambaru. Dude character rather than a sporty character. On the same page. Senjogahara, if you saw the amount of BL this girl has, she's true to herself, that's all. Interesting. And can being true to yourself not be lewd? I don't know. I mean, some people are just horny out of their minds. I mean, that's being true to yourself. You're still lewd, but it's being true to yourself. Giving my person true to a label like lewd. I feel like Kambaru would probably give herself that label if I'm being honest. Oh, Jesus. Very foundation of your values. Oh, Jesus. That is absolutely terrifying sounding. What is she whispering to him? Obscene line. Holy shit, his ears are red. Is she just saying like some obscenely horny shit to him so that what Kambaru does seem like pales in comparison and makes her seem like an innocent angel? Is that what's happening here? I love this OST so much. And she keeps still just rubbing his leg like crazy. Yep, he's running on empty. Yep, and he's calling her Hitagi. He did not revert back to calling her Senjogahara. Your plan worked, Senjo. I'm probably still gonna call her that. I might. Hitagi's easier to say, but your plan worked, Miss Hitagi. You got him to start calling you exclusively that. She very meticulously fucked with him enough throughout that entire thing to get him to start calling her by her first name without a second thought. So where the hell are we? Are we gonna be gazing at the stars like you mentioned at the beginning? Ow! And her hair's back to purple. What do you have prepared? Oh god! Oh god! Bye, Senjo Gahara. This man has not spoken, turned around, and we have not seen his face at all this entire time. He speaks. Just kidding? What do you mean, just kidding? Oh, like he was kidding as that was all he had to say. Because that's usually what you say at the very end of this. Fuck! So you usually say that's what you usually say at the very end of the speech. Or after getting to know him. Aww. Silence / confusion. Oh, that was so sweet. What a sweet line. Yes. That he let that family situation with the cult and everything go so far because he was just at work all the time. Has been asking me for favors, like I would assume to drive them to this location. She asked him for that. I love this piano OST here too. It's so pretty. Whoa. Both times you were involved. Aww. And all the rumors at school were saying he's corrupting her, but of course, Senjo Gahara would never tell him that herself. Probably not. Maybe in some very roundabout way she would, but that's so sweet. He's having such a good impact on her. I think it was all coincidence. He did. First time we're seeing Papa's face there. But it wasn't. You did it. She saved herself. I was just there. Yeah, but you brought her to the person who could. You pushed through that barrier. She stapled your face, and you pushed through that barrier to reach out to her to help her. Not anybody can do that. Not anybody is willing to do that. And so what if it just so happened to be you? So what if it's just coincidence that it's you? It's still you who did it. Who cares if it's a coincidence? It's all you have to do. Should be thankful to you for. Yep. Senjo Gahara, as we know, can be a little bit on the more difficult side of things, but like I said, Araragi stuck by her. No matter what happened, he stuck by her, and she was able to see it through and get her problem solved and confront her trauma and begin to process it and all the above. Aww. I trust her eye for people. Oh, oh man. Whoa. Oh my god, that was so sweet. Oh. That was so fucking sweet. Those young people. The piano OST here is aiding the scene so well. Off we go. Seems like he doesn't really speak to her. Senjo Gahara, what's this place? I've answered even one of your questions so far, Araragi. Oh, she is dragging him somewhere. Why are they? Oh, she's walking like that. You know, you could have just had him cover his eyes, or you cover his eyes or something if you don't want him to see where you're going. There's a much easier way to handle this situation. And now, once again, we're subverting another typical, like, romance trope where, like, they cover one of the characters' eyes and then walk them to, like, a very pretty scenic location or something for them to have a nice date. She is instead holding his head down. Aww. All the absurdity, you still get a smile out of him. Close your eyes and lie down. Oh, she's laid out a tarp here. Seems like she really went all out for their first date. Yep, going stargazing like you mentioned in the opening. If our relationship is laying down at night and stargazing, I'm okay with that. That wasn't the exact line. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember what the exact line was, but line I'm speaking too fast for my brain to catch up. I don't remember what the exact line was, but it was something like that. So she must have came and found this spot at some point so she could have their first date be this very beautiful night together. You need to work on your vocabulary. Aww, this episode is so cute! Oh my god! It's so absurd. Their relationship and everything it's perfect. I literally wouldn't want it any other way. It's so good. This episode is fucking adorable. Summer triangle. Like somehow the absurdity just works perfectly. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how they do it. I don't get it. The absurdity works so well. The snake holder. Interesting, she likes stargazing. She knows a lot about constellations. Speak up! Sorry. I got too much Umamusume on the brain. Senjugahara Hitagi. Aww. He's just remembering everything that led them to this point together. Everything that I have, all of it. The cute junior. Father who doesn't know what to say. And the starry sky. It's about, but he's not with you because he wants you to give him something. He's with you because he loves you. Going into a relationship with the idea of I'm with this person because they can give me this is the complete wrong way to do it. I think the best way to approach a relationship is I love this person. I want to get in a relationship with them to see what I can do for them. Which, to be fair, I that's what she's looking at here. She's like, this is what I can give you and what I can do for you and all the above. I don't know. I think the love needs to be there. And I guess you could say love is one thing you're giving your partner if you get into a relationship with them. It can be very, you can get very nuanced and, you know, picky choosy about what it means, like what you give in a relationship and what you take in a relationship. And obviously there are gives and takes in a relationship, but I'm saying going in with the mindset of I want this from this person, I'm going to get this specific thing from this person is the wrong way to do it. And Araragi would never, and that was the whole point I was trying to make. Nothing to do with Senjogahara's side. I think what Senjogahara's doing here is what I would do as well. It's like this is what I can do for you. This is what I can give you. But she's also looking at a very materialistic point of view from it. Like my father who doesn't know what to say. I can give you the starry night sky. I can tutor you, my cute junior. Like all of the above. Those are all very materialistic things that Araragi probably could care less for. Obviously, a nice gesture of like seeing the starry sky on your date and things like that. But anyway, the whole point of my rambling here was to wrap back around to Araragi is not the kind of person who needs anything from you. That's not what he's looking for or why he's dating you. That's it, everything. I guess I do have this body of mine. Yeah, it's true. At least you're being open about it. That's very strong of you to be open with your partner about that. I'm really scared of hating you. Aww. Oh, this is so sweet! I love how there was no words needed there. No words at all. No amount of dialogue or anything from Araragi was needed. She was there saying, I don't want to hate you, like if something were to, you know, we were to advance our relationship and all the above, and my trauma ends up making me hate you or something like that, or I'm like terrified of something like that happening. I don't want that because I don't want to lose you. And he's just like, just holds her hand like we won't let that happen. Oh, no words needed. So good. That's how hard I've fallen for you. Wow. That she's even thinking that like he only likes her because he was able to save her and like how unfortunate she was and all the above. Then I think that was for the best because that is how much she loves him. Obviously that's not why, but that's how much she loves him. She's putting it into perspective. I promise I'll make it work somehow. Is the starry sky. I love it. This is a very special spot to her. Oh. And that's why the word treasure was flashing at the beginning. This episode is peak. Holy fuck, I mean, we completely went away from what I was expecting this episode to be about, but holy shit, I'm not complaining. This episode is so good. Oh my god. I love everything about this episode. And I would imagine Araragi is he mentioned in the beginning little monologue, I don't think he could be more than fine with it. Like he like take it however slow you need to, whatever way you two need to handle your relationship, all of the above. Araragi is absolutely willing to walk that tightrope with you. Shit's peak. This episode is so good. Just holding hands as they watch the stars. She's re-asking the question again now that her father is not here and he's not feeling so awkward anymore. There's nothing I don't. Even the insults and everything, you know, he was saying like, which I could do without and all the above, but it's a part of their dynamic, the way she hurls insults and he has a retort to them, and it's all playful and everything, and it's how they get along. It's how they banter. He loves it. Oh, what? You gonna try to maybe get a kiss here? Or? Oh, that intro monologue was not lying. This girl would not know how to read a mood if it slapped her in the fucking face. She very bluntly just like, we're gonna kiss now. Here we go again. I love you can notice a tint of blush on her face, but here we go again with her being like, no, that's not what I mean. Do you want to kiss me? Will you kiss me? And then she's just gonna settle on, we're gonna kiss. You should just lean in and do it, Araragi. I love it. Oh my god, this might be my favorite episode of the show. I cannot lie, this might be my favorite episode of the show so far. Holy shit, this is so good. Oh my god. So how do you go about doing that? Ended up becoming a historic day. Let's go look at the stars tonight. Oh, look at her roll the credits as we look at the starry sky. Damn, that was fucking cinema. Holy shit. I truly don't know how this author makes it work. It's incredible. Oh my god. The ED literally details. What the fuck? That's crazy. That beginning line there, the detail is talking, the ED is talking about, you know, the stars and things like that, and them looking at the sky. And I want to go back, hold on, just real quick, because I was reading, it was before the credits rolled, the lyrics that were playing. It was just an ordinary day when you suddenly stood up and said, let's go look at the stars tonight. So we're not gonna actually see them kiss. I honestly feel like it's better that way, that we don't even see it happen. We just know it did. Yeah, I think I can hands down say that was my favorite episode of Bakemonogatari. That was incredible. I wasn't expecting it because I thought, like I said, we were gonna continue Hanekawa's arc, but shit, I'm not complaining at all. Damn, these lyrics after this episode hit so much harder. Oh my god. Love that. I love it. To be continued. Okay. Oh, hello, Hachikuji in the preview for next episode. That's why I don't like looking at damn previews. Anyway, that was fucking incredible. Holy shit. Yeah, I think I can blanket statement. That was my favorite episode. I think before that episode, probably episode 5 was my favorite. I think, yeah. I'm trying to think there's any episode that I liked more than that. The Convolu's final episode was really good too, but I think that so far those are probably my favorite episodes. 5, 8, and now 12. And this one stands above the rest. I mean, this was just phenomenal. Wow, that was so good. Anyway, I've been recording for almost an hour now, so I do think it's gonna wrap it up because I wanted to watch one more episode today, so Anyway, so good. I'm sorry. I know it's getting grating or annoying at this point, but I can't stop saying it. That was an incredible episode. The way the dialogues from the beginning called back to the end, the banter and dynamics between them, the comedy slapped this episode. This was the funniest episode of the show, the most heartfelt episode of the show, with, like, you know, Araragi talking to her father and then her talking to Araragi, and oh my god, I love it. Anyway, I think that is gonna wrap it up for reaction too. Oh, per usual, this episode felt like, I feel like I got everything, but you know how layered and detailed and all the above this series is. So if there's anything I missed that isn't spoiler talk, obviously, you can maybe some like small connection between something said earlier on in the show from like one of the characters and it got brought back in this episode or something. I don't know, shit like that that I just might have forgotten. Feel free to comment that, as long as it's not like a spoiler, obviously. But anyway, and now I think that is gonna wrap it up for reaction to Bakemonogatari episode 12. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.